Hello there yarn jugglers, it's Babs here from my Fiery Phoenix and Yarn Academy, and today I'm going to be talking about the 5 reasons that I love WordPress for a business blog. Now, who am I to be saying why I think people should listen to me about my opinion for websites when I create patterns for yarn and I teach yarn skills, and I'm a crochet designer and a crochet maker. But I used to work in IT for nearly 20 years, far too long to be admitted to. But I was an IT consultant, I was a business development consultant, and so I used to make all sorts of recommendations and research and investigation for a whole variety of companies, multinational corporations and small businesses, and I was a small business mentor before I then became a web designer. So in my previous existence I had shed loads of experience with a whole variety of different web platforms, of different hosting companies, and of the differences in service that people would get as small business owners from their web designers. And so for a host of reasons, which I will come to shortly, I'm going to give you my top 5 as to why WordPress is definitely the way to go for you. And if you're interested in more information, this video is part of the Blogging for Profit series over at Yarn Academy. Now, this is premium content, but there will be certain elements that are available to the public, and this video is one of them. But if you actually want to take part in the entire course, then feel free to join up as a member. There is a £1 7-day trial at the moment, so if you want to give that a go, then click on the link and join us to see if you can learn some more fun and ways that you can actually build your profit for your design business or for your dyeing business. But here we go with the first main reason for using WordPress. It's free. It's an open source software. It's been written by a community. It's been around for a very, very long time, and it is widely used by a huge number of companies, and large and small companies. So you've got famous names like Katy Perry. You've got lesser known people like LinkedIn and so there's a whole host of large scale companies that use this core functionality, this core feature for a website, and it is free. So you can use your own hosting, you can use WordPress hosting. So there's different options there, so you can have it completely free, including the hosting solution, or you can pay a little bit to get slightly more control. But either way, the core software is free, so no paying thousands of pounds to a web design company to use their bespoke system. Option number 2, it is a massively supported community endeavour. So where I say this software has been around for a long time, it really has, and it's been improved, and it's been developed, and there is just a huge online community. They run word camps for training. You can find training all over the place, including this training series, and there's online support. There are forum support. There's all sorts of support for you as a small business owner who is starting to work with WordPress. Just go into Google, put in a question around WordPress, and you'll find 100 answers pop up instantly that are all relevant. So you can find assistance with any kind of question that you have. There are WordPress camps that are run several times a year by different members of the community. They all come together, and you can look up word camps near you if you feel that is a route you want to go. And there's of course ongoing training available all over the place. Reason number 3, you're in control. Your web designer isn't in control. You're in control. You decide who has access to the back end, who has access to the front end, who can use the different aspects of your website. That's up to you. It's not in the hands of a web designer. It's not in the hands of somebody who may or may not have time for you in their schedule this week. You control everything. You can install new templates. You can install new plugins. These are bits of code that are already written. They've been tested, and they are supported and fairly straightforward to use. During this course I'll be taking you through how to find plugins, how to install plugins, how to use plugins, but you don't need to have a web designer to do these things, because they are what's called plug and play. They are plugins. You literally download it, install it, activate it, off you go. And each of those is like a one button click. So there's no going away to the back end and uploading files on an FTP server and trying to understand what kind of password you need and what's the IP address of your FTP server and all those things that make your brain go a bit squiffy. You don't need to worry about any of those because it is all just plug and play. You click a button and then you click another button and you're done. It's amazing. Option number 4, as I've mentioned, it's easy to use. If you can use Word, if you can send an email, if you can open up a new Facebook account, if you can set up a Facebook group, then you'll be able to use WordPress because everything has been written with a graphical user interface, a GUI interface in mind. So you get to highlight and make things bold, you get to use all the functionality that you've used in Word, and it is very, very easy to use. If you're a bit nervous or frightened, don't be, because you can back out, you can save, you can copy, you can update, and you can't really break your site. You'd have to really try to break your site to completely destroy it. So you can make mistakes and then you can back them out. You can make edits and see historically what you've edited. There are spelling checkers that are built in. There's all sorts of things that are there to help you as an end user, even as an admin for your website. So you can completely be in control of how you use that site, how you set it up, and it's very simple. You can even set it up so that you can post from email. You can send an email to your web server and it will just post what you email. So while that's not necessarily what everybody wants to do, if you are on a beach on holiday somewhere and you suddenly remember that you needed to do an update and you haven't done it, you can just email it in, and literally you can mail it in and a blog post will appear on your website. It won't necessarily be the most beautiful, but it's an option. It can be done. And number 5, and this really shouldn't be discounted, it is so good at SEO, search engine optimization. It is a system that has the ability to set tags just right there when you're editing. You don't have to think about it afterwards. You can just go through and set those tags as you're writing your content. So if you're writing about a new pattern, you can put new pattern, knitting, crochet, the stitches, the style, if it's a hat. You can put all those keywords into your article that's promoting your product, and that's your SEO done. And in addition to the easy SEO tags that you can use, the fact that you're updating on a regular basis, the fact that you have dated content that links from one article to another and back again, all of those things are flags, really good positive flags for Google and for Yahoo and for all the other search engines out there. So if you want to be ranking well by making a weekly update, by linking it, by putting some keywords in it, and by making just a couple of the first few sentences of your article mention the keywords that you really want to be promoted, then that's the kind of content that these web engines are trying to gobble up. They are looking for that information, and when they know that you update on a regular basis, they're going to keep jumping back in and jumping back in and jumping back in to check for what you have, to make sure that you are always relevant and always in a good position for search engine results. So those are my 5 reasons that I really, really like WordPress and would strongly recommend it for any small business owner. So hopefully that's been useful to you, and if you're interested in the course, I'll pop a link below to the overview page, and I'll also pop a link to the £1 trial membership, 7 days to give you full access to everything that we have, including all of our online training courses, whether they be actual skill courses or business courses. So until next time round, I'll say bye for now.